Good morning. It's Monday again. I'm actually here on a Monday for once. It's been a couple of weeks. Right, Vectra is the first job today. Let me show you. Now you've got to ignore the cut and bodge we temporarily did to try and stop it from leaking. Right, so both these pipes are joined here at the front, but behind the front subframe. So we've got to replace them all the way down. They both go just up there and along, and then hang on, I don't know if I'll be able to put the flat. There we go. They go up there, and there is a join there for the one that goes over to the other side, and then this one comes over to this wheel. So we need to pop this rear wheel off and then see if we can fish these out. I don't know how easy it's going to be, but let's see what we can do. Right, there we go. All new ones on, front to back, on that side and on that side. The difference between dogs. Mine, that thing, all day, all fucking day. Right, so the Vectra is outside and ready to go. It's had its retest, so we are good. So next job today is, unfortunately, the school run. Yes, so the Saab's getting an outing today because I've got to go and pick the bin lids up. Oh, this new camera doesn't like the lights. Oh, there we go. It's corrected itself. Wow. Yes, still haven't done any more on this yet, but I will. Morning. It's Thursday now. Didn't really film anything Tuesday because I was tidying, sorting, moving around. We've pretty much sorted most of the stuff over there. I'll show you in a bit. Yesterday I was tree felling day because my nan had a tree go down in her garden. So me and Mikey went over there. Mikey had his chainsaw out, so I was just labourer while he was chopping it about. And then today we're back here. So first job was to get the Range Rover in ready. I've got the new rad. We're going to do an oil change tomorrow, but I need to get it in here ready so I could change the cooler. Now let me show you this. So just moving it this morning, it did drive, but look, you can see it's absolutely caked in oil there. And it started dripping down this side as well. So yes, that definitely needs changing. We've got a second-hand one down there. I just hope it's a good one. It come from the recognised P38 spares man, so we'll get that changed in a bit. I'm just going to lift it up on the ramp because I'd like to get the Mini in and just put the carb back on and just see whether that has rectified it. So let's get this back in the air all the way and then get the Mini out. Well, I've got it up in the air, and while I was doing it, I noticed this exhaust has come off. It's not actually attached, so I've got to loosen this clamp, try and slip it back on and tighten it up again. Right, so as you saw there, the Mini is now running, but it does sound like it's got anti-lag. So that needs a bit more tuning, obviously, but at least it's running now. And I'm a bit annoyed because I've just offered up the new replacement oil cooler for the P38, and it's different. Mine's got fan mounts and two sensors. This has no fan mounts and only one sensor. So I think we're going to have to use it because I can't seem to find another one. And cable tie the fan on for now, and the other sensor, and then try and get the fan mounts taken off my one and added to the other one. So, right, well that's that for today. I'll be back tomorrow, no doubt, and then we need to start modifying the the racking, ready for them to be welded up tomorrow evening. So I'll catch you in the morning. Right, well, the replacement one's on. I've cable tied the fan through it, so that's solid, and I've drilled well, there was one sensor stuck in here where the screws were knackered, but as you took them out, the holes were too big to accept these ones, so I just drilled 2 more, and we have secured these in. So basically that this is a square section, and the end tank of the cooler is curved, so there's voids each side of here, so there's room for screws. So yeah, so that's on. So now it's just a matter of doing the actual gearbox service and putting some fluid in it and seeing if it drives. Right, the sump is off the gearbox. Brian is doing it for me. Everything looks in order. There wasn't a great deal on the magnet apparently, so there wasn't a lot of fluid in it, but obviously we know that because it's all over the front of the car. But new filter going on, new gasket, new fluid. As I say, I've done the cooler this morning, you saw that, so hopefully we'll have some drive. We've got to fill it up till it pours out the fill plug, then go through the gears, then fill it again, then start it and go through the gears and fill it until it comes out again. And that's what the underside of the gearbox looks like with no sump on. There you go. I'm scared. I'm up in the rafters. He's underneath, filling up the gearbox while I'm in it, because I've got to go through the gears. But I'm quite scared up here. We're up with the Mini. We're a long way up. It's quite unnerving. And there she is, just been up the road and all seems good. So fingers crossed we can start towing again. It's been a pain in the backside borrowing other vehicles, so hopefully that is this fixed for the time being. Currently there's a late Jaguar XJ in there having an oil service, and I am waiting on Mikey to come over and check the timing and try and tune the Mini up a bit. So I'll report back shortly. Right, so it's Saturday morning. What we need to do is clear this area, take that cupboard and that down and start putting the shelves up. Mikey came yesterday and quickly stuck them together for me after I prepped them all. So we've got some shorter braces ready to go on. We also tuned the Mini. I'll come back to that. And I also got the Discovery in, ready to take the engine out for the Defender. I'm going to check underneath, but when I bought it, matey said the gearbox wasn't attached. So I think it might just be easier just to lift this out the top, as opposed to taking the body off. I mean, there's lifted suspension and stuff on it. Can't really be bothered with all that. I need some bits off the rear axle for the other one, for the Defender, the brakes and stuff, because they're missing. So what I might do is put an advert up this weekend, just advertising bits like the lift. Obviously I'll take off the guard and the snorkel, so I'll advertise all them, but I'm not going to take suspension off unless someone really wants it. I think I've already got a 2-inch lift kit outside anyway that no one's ever bought. So, but anyway, yeah, I think the engine's going to come out the top. You see the viscous fan spanner. Oh, for God's sake. Viscous fan spanner there, because I've got to take the viscous fan off to be able to get the radiator out of the way. And then I think, undoing a few bits, I'll be able to pull the engine this way and lift it up with the forklift. So that's probably the plan. But for today, we need to get these shelves done so that I can clear this bay and hopefully bring the Mini in so we can crack on with it. It needs a starter solenoid because that keeps getting stuck. And we got it tuned up yesterday. There was a lot of banging, a lot of revving. I think I annoyed one of the neighbours. There's horses next door, so that might have upset them, which I'm a bit upset about, really. I didn't think about it at the time, but yeah, I prefer animals to humans, so upsetting an animal upsets me, but no harm done, I don't think. Might have startled them a bit when it backfired, but other than that, the Mini is usable. I need to get the starter solenoid because it keeps sticking. When you turn the key, it just keeps spinning the starter motor until you give it a tap, so I need to get a new one of those. And really, it probably needs a rolling road and a tune, but now it's at a point where I can drive it, so I can, you know, run it about. It's free tax and MOT, so I can run it around just to see how it sort of settles in. We adjusted the timing on the Dizzy, we adjusted the fueling, we adjusted, what else did we adjust? I think that's probably, the idle. So yeah, so it's at a usable point at the moment, so yeah. But anyway, let's get on with these shelves. And there we go, the cupboards are down, the racking's up. Apologies to my neighbours because there was lots of clanging while I was hammering all the bits in. And we've been able to get things on. So the roof's up the top, some spare pallets, a pallet of stuff I've got to sort that come out of these cupboards. So at least there I can now pull bits off and just go through it. Subframe that I'm probably going to need for the BRM reshell, possibly, but I'm keeping it. So that will go on the bottom, on the middle shelf. And then this pallet here of more parts that I might need for the reshell, it will go on the bottom shelf for now. And then all this lot can go in that when it's ready. As far as this is concerned, other than the oil lines, I've just undone the water lines on this so it can drain. Then I'll clear the water bucket out the way and put an oil bucket down, undo the oil cooler connections, and then lift the rad out the way. And then in theory, there won't be a great deal to do before we can lift the engine out. I haven't double checked yet, but I'm sure the gearbox is loose, but I'll have a quick look. Well, there is a gap there, so yeah, I think it's resting there. I don't think it's actually bolted up, so in theory we should be able to lift the engine and pull it forwards. Fingers crossed. Right, everything is off pretty much. The only thing left on at the minute is the main live wire that goes to the starter motor. I'll probably just pull that out with it and take it off once it's risen. The rad is all disconnected, all the oil pipes are disconnected. I'm just leaving it to drain. So I think, other than the wheel, engine mounts, I think we're ready to go. The loom's out of the footwell, the matrix pipes are off. Power steering pipes, we will have to remove those. Yes, I've still got to do those. Downpipe has got to come off. And then, yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll be ready to start lifting, but I'm going to call it a day now. So again, not been a massively exciting episode. I've had to get things done. It's as simple as that. So next week, at the minute, the plan is to go to a local Cars and Coffee on Monday morning. Another classic one, so I plan to go there. And then it's to get this done and out the way. Get that pile of scrap in this. I need to get the P38 MOT'd. I need to probably pull the caravan out because I'm supposed to be going away next week if I can get the P38 MOT'd. So there's a few bits to do. But anyway, have a lovely weekend. Thanks for watching. And again, sorry it's not very interesting at the minute, but we will get there. Like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next week in whatever we get up to.